बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन अर्रहमानिर्रहीम मालिकि यौमिद्दीन इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन इहदिनस सिरातल मुस्तकीम सिरातल लज़ीना अनअमता अलैहिम गैरिल मग़ज़ूबि अलैहिम वलद्दॉलिन अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मदिन नबिय्यिल उम्मी। Today we are going to discuss the lead poisoning, which is called CISA. So lead is a metallic inorganic irritant poison. It is with the other metals it combines, and it is a soluble compound of the lead, relatively much toxic than the lead itself. So the pure lead is a non-poisonous, but the compound which it forms, especially the inorganic compound, they are very toxic. So the lead, if it is in a volatile state, it is much toxic. Commonest heavy metal heavy metal lead to chronic poisoning. That is due to the industry where this is in abundant, due to smelting of the different most important environmental problem for young children, which when they are living in those areas of industry where the lead is maximum, lead in the environment is like maximum. So toxic compound of the leads are lead acetate, which is also called sugar of lead or salt of the Saturn, or Lothiopolumbi, local sedative for the sprain. It is also used for to remove the pain of the muscle. The lead oxide converted into the oleo called the litharge. It is also used for different compounds. Next is the carbonate white red safeda paint. It is used in paints and the paint industry. Next is the lead tetroxide or red lead. It is vermilion or sandoor, which are used by the Hindu ladies on their forehead. Tetraethyl lead, it is an anti-knock for petrol. It is used in the petrol. It is also called autoethyl or ethyl for the vehicles, because it is used to prevent the knocking of the engine. So this is the most dangerous, and few drop of this tetraethyl are sufficient to kill a person. And lead sulfide, it is the actually surma, least toxic, but the actual surma is the antimony sulfide, which is कोहेतूर का जो पहाड़ है जिस पर अल्लाह ताला की तजल्ली गिरी थी और वो कन्वर्ट हो गया था, जल गया था, तो दैट वाज कन्वर्टेड इनटू antimony sulfide, and that is actually surma which the Muslim people used in the eyes. So this is similar to that, but it is not a actual surma. So sources of the lead and its salts are used in about more than 200 industries. So the industrial workers and the public residing near these areas are more prone to lead poisoning in the following areas of the concern. Lead fumes and dust from furnaces, smelting trades, जो कानकुनी का वगैरह होती है, burners for welding of the terminals, and in the industry of motor cars and the battery, absorption of the lead salt through. So actually the chronic poisoning occurs in the occupational exposure among lead smelters, battery manufacturers, painters, decorators. So, chronic exposure may also occur at home from paint, pottery, and contaminated drinking water by the lead pipes used for city water supply in the olden days. Nowadays, these plastic pipe are used. So similarly, the fall of the Roman Empire is said to be due to this lead, and that lead lead to encephalopathy of those people because they bath with the hot water and the water comes through the lead pipe. So they think that the fall of the Roman Empire was due to this lead pipes. So this is also written in the history. Now we come to the absorption through the skin when it is applied as lotion or ointment, through the lungs when fumes or dust of the lead is inhaled, industrial poisoning, through the GIT when some contaminated food or drink is swallowed. After absorption from the intestine, the lead passes on to the liver and excreted back into the bile to the duodenum and again gets reabsorbed and enters the blood through portal system. This is called the enterohepatic system. So this lead can re-excrete back to the stomach. Storage and excretion. After removing from the circulation, the lead is stored into the lamellar and cortical portion of the bones permanently. So it is stored in the bones, ends of the bones. Lead is excreted through the kidney and the urine but very slowly, and some portion of the salt is eliminated through the stools and bile. Mode of action. Pure metallic forms of lead are non-toxic. Toxic compound of the lead causes spasm of the capillaries and the arterioles by fixing of the poison to tissue like brain and bones. Lead may also combine with the sulfhydryl enzyme and interfere with the cellular metabolism. Lead can decrease the synthesis of heme, leading to anemia and hemolysis. Immature RBCs are released into the circulation, leading to reticulocytosis and basophilic stippling of the RBC. Their pinhead type things appear in the RBCs, and those are the immature RBCs. Lead can destroy nerve cell, myelin sheath of the CNS, leading to cerebral edema. Lead can cause nephritis and infertility in both sexes. So these are the different action or mode of action of the poison. Now we come to the fatal dose. Fatal dose for different compounds. Lead acetate is about 20 gram. In case of lead carbonate, it is 40 gram. And in case of pure tetraethyl lead, that is the anti-knocking, few drops may produce death of the person. So it is a serious effect. Fatal period is 1 to 3 days. Acute poisoning is very rare and may be followed by a chronic lead poisoning by repeated exposure, or especially these are in a industrial area. Sign and symptom acute poisoning of the lead is high doses of the lead acetate led to burning and dryness of the throat, salivation and intense thirst, vomiting with gulky pain and tender abdomen, constipation, scanty urine, finally peripheral circulatory collapse, headache, insomnia, paresthesia, depression, convulsion, exhaustion and coma led to death. So this is very rare. When the high doses of the poison are taken, then this acute poisoning may occur. The treatment is gastric lavage with 1% solution of the sodium or magnesium sulfate, demulcent and cathartics, calcium chloride 5 milligram as 10% solution, or calcium gluconate 10 ml of the 10% solution IV, calcium sodium EDTA 50 milligram per kg per day, vitamin C, peritoneal or hemodialysis, and the symptomatic treatment. So this is a rare in acute poisoning. This is very common in chronic poisoning. Now we come to the chronic lead poisoning, which is a university question, plumbism or satunism. So at home chronic lead poisoning may occur this is usually occur in the industrial area, but sometimes this may occur by using ghee butter stored in these tins, and by using food packed cooked in lead vessels, also by drinking water supplied in the lead pipe. In olden cities, this is still the lead pipe are used for water. Chronic poisoning of lead compounds manifest with the following set of symptoms, that is facial pallor, due to the vasospasm of the capillaries and arterioles, especially near the mouth, circumoral pallor. The second is anemia, that is reticulocytosis, hypochromic, microcytic anemia, and punctate basophilia. This is a new term for you, that is the presence of basophilic stippling, small dot inside the cytoplasm of the RBC. Neutrophil and platelet RBC count is decreased, hemoglobin level reaches to 6.5 gram, impairment in the heme synthesis, and increased fragility of RBC due to loss of intracellular potassium. So now we come to the second Bartolian lines or lead lines. These are stippled blue lines on the gums near the upper. This is usually present in the upper jaw, and it is near to the upper part of the teeth, usually near the caries tooth. The color is due to the deposition of lead sulfide formed by the action of the lead with H2S, liberated from the decomposed food debris in the caries tooth. Similar blue lines are found in the mercury, iron, copper, silver, bismuth. Lead colic and constipation is again a sign of chronic lead. It involves large and small intestine, ureter, and blood vessels. Pain is spasmodic at night, relieved by pressures. Lead encephalopathy, usually it is present in the children. Lead palsy, adult, that is wrist and foot drop, due to degeneration of the nerves and atrophy of the muscle as a result of interference with the phosphocreatine metabolism, and that lead to wrist drop and clawfoot hand, and when it is on the foot, that lead to foot drop. Optic atrophy, retinal stippling in the vessels, and lead osteopathy in the bones. Effect on the CVS, hypertension, albumin, urea, carbofuran third, delta amino levulinic acids. This must be remembered because it usually come in the MCQs. Effect on the kidney, nephritis. Effect on the liver, chronic degeneration. Effect on the peripheral nerve, degeneration of the anterior horn cell and demyelination. Hair alopecia, sterility in both sexes, menstrual disorder, abortion in the female, and male loss of libido. General symptom, weakness, anorexia, metallic taste in the mouth, dyspepsia, and foul breath. So all these are the sign symptom of chronic lead poisoning, which is a university question. Now we come to the what is punctate basophilia, that may come as a note. So you must know each and everything about this. Punctate basophilia is a clinical disorder due to chronic lead poisoning. It means the presence of numerous pinhead-shaped spots of dark blue color in the cytoplasm of RBC, and it is the RBCs are usually immature. As these are stained with the basic dyes, hence the name given is punctate basophilia. This results due to the toxic effect of lead on porphyrin metabolism. So this is the reason. Now we come to the diagnosis. This is also important for the examination. History of the person, clinical features from the sign and symptoms. Then comes the laboratory test. Normocytic, normochromic, hypochromic anemia, punctate basophilia, more than 200 cells per cubic millimeter, elevated blood for protoporphyrin levels. Urine lead level is more than 80 microgram per deciliter within 24 hours. Similarly, blood lead more than 70 milligram per dl. Corporoporphyrin in urine, that is more than 150 milligrams, and gamma aminolevulinic acid in urine more than 5 milligram. Plasma lead is more than 1.1 milligram per ml. X-ray radio opaque bands are lead lines at the metaphyseal ends of the long bone seen in children. Opaque material may be present in the stomach and intestine on X-ray. You can see this white area. This is the presence of lead. You can see this again white area on the end of the bone. That is the metaphyseal plates. You can see this white band over the end of the bones. You can see also the white band present in the bone of the children. Similarly, you can see the radius annuli having the white band over the end of the radius annuli. Similarly, you can see this band in the lower leg. So this is again a band of the lead on the end of the bone. Now we come to the treatment. So treatment: gastric lavage with 1% solution of the magnesium sulfate and lavage by the plain water to remove the lead sulfate form. Then is the potassium or sodium iodide to remove the lead from kidney. And then is the calcium gluconate for colic, saline purgative, magnesium sulfate or sodium sulfate. So specific antidotes such as the penicillamine, calcium arsenate and vitamin D may be used for the chronic poisoning. Diet rich in milk, as calcium replaces the deposition of the lead salt in the skeleton, and other treatment is symptomatic. Postmortem finding: external no specific finding, just the paleness. Internal lead lines may be found on the gums, stomach. The gastric mucosa is congested, eroded, and is patchy in appearance. Intestine: black colored fecal matter in large intestine. Kidney: renovascular changes, arteriosclerotic nephritis. Brain: edematous, swollen, and increase in weight. Material to be collected during autopsy: material to collected during autopsy: long bones, teeth, hair, nails, blood, urine, liver, kidney, brain. So all these things are collected in autopsy along with the routine viscera. Medical legal aspect of the lead poisoning. Acute poisoning is very rare, rarely used for homicidal, suicidal poisoning. Lead poisoning is usually accidental, and it is the industrial poison, as it is commonly used in the industries for manufacturing the battery cells, paint, crayon, hair dyes, and toys. So it is common in industrial poison. So accidental poisoning may occur in the children at home on eating of the paint and bets and toys of which are made by lead salt. So it can also occur by taking contaminated food or water. So medical legal aspect of the lead poisoning. Some quacks use lead salt to treat the syphilis. Hindu ladies may suffer for chronic blood poisoning by repeated use of the red lead sindoor in scalp. Sometimes poisoning may occur due to the presence of missile in the tissue caused by firearm or gunshot injury because it contains the lead. So this is a chart, the tests, different tests you can see in the RBCs, urine, and also ALA, amino acid, and the coproporphyrin. So these are the level, normal level given, and also the toxic level given. So you can record it. So this is, thank you very much for. So to deal with the coronavirus, pray to God and हर वक्त आप इस्तग़फ़ार करें और अल्लाह से माफ़ी मांगें अपने गुनाहों की, और उम्मत के लिए आप दुरूद शरीफ पढ़ें, अपने लिए पढ़ें, उम्मत के लिए पढ़ें, मुसलमानों के लिए पढ़ें, और अल्लाह ताला हमें इस आफत से निजात दे। थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत शुक्रिया। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।